Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. I wanted to make a video today because I haven't been in like the best mental headspace, hence why I haven't been doing many videos. I did say at the beginning of the year that I wanted to do like at least more videos a week basically. I normally do two. I feel like I've only been managing to get one out. I've just not been in the best mental headspace. I've not felt like making a video. It's kind of hard when you're not in the best mental headspace to put a camera on and talk to a camera, and I like my videos to be more positive and happy. Like, I just like to share that, so it's kind of not, I don't want to basically make videos when I'm not feeling great. But I did want to make this video because I don't want to just share all of the positives and stuff and just portray a like this journey or life is like all rainbows and sunshine and stuff like that, because we all go through like a bit of rough patches and stuff, and like, you know, I just want to be able to share that with you guys so that if you are going through a rough time right now as well, or you're just not in the best mental headspace, that you know it's okay, it's normal, and you're not the only one going through it. So that's what today's video is. So yeah guys, grab a cup of coffee with me, and let's sit down and have a little chin wag, and I'll update you guys on where I'm at right now. It's a nice cup of coffee. Nice sip of coffee. Anyway, so basically I've just not been in the best mental state. I say mental state, I'm not going crazy guys, don't worry. That sounds like I'm going crazy. I haven't been in the best mindset, if that makes sense. Like, I've been just very low and very unmotivated. I'm finding it hard to find enjoyment in things that I usually find enjoyable, like making videos, like training, like eating healthy, and just anything really, even going out for walks. Like, I've kind of I'm just in a bit of a slump right now, and I feel like it's understandable. Like, I had my dad's funeral last week, and up until then it was on me and my sister to kind of plan his funeral and stuff, so I had a lot of stress, and now I feel like maybe it's just like the grieving, do you know what I mean? So like, I know it's all normal, so it's nothing like, you know what I mean, it's nothing bad, it's just like a normal process. See, I've got my nan's funeral tomorrow as well, so it's all understandable why I'm not in the best of happiest moods, but I haven't felt like picking up the camera and making a video because I like doing my what I eat in a day videos, and I don't want to be like all depressed doing a what I eat in a day video. And I just have got so much on my mind right now, I can't even think about making a video, do you know what I mean? Apart from making a video about this. So I'm sorry if it's really negative, but I'm just sharing it with you guys, yeah? And I just wanted to talk about how I'm feeling and what's been going on, and kind of how I'm managing it, just in case you are in this kind of position. Maybe you could get some kind of help from it, if that makes sense. Like, so just so you know you're not alone, and maybe some of the things that I do to kind of help myself when I'm feeling like this, and to get myself to keep going and keep training and stuff like that. It might, you know, if you try it, it might help, it might not, who knows. The last few weeks I haven't been training like every single day like I normally would. I normally would train Monday to Friday, but obviously I've had a lot of things going on, a lot of plans and stuff, so I've missed gym quite a bit. And then even like last week I only trained twice, so I trained Monday and Tuesday, and then I went in gym on Wednesday. I did 3 sets of lat pull downs, and I just couldn't focus on my workout. Like, normally when I go to the gym and train, like, that's my time to shut off my mind and like just focus on training, and I really enjoy it. It makes me feel so much better. But like, on Wednesday I went to the gym, and I kept overthinking everything, and I just couldn't focus on my workout. I wasn't getting no enjoyment from it, and I just ended up getting up after 3 sets of lat pull downs and going home. And then Thursday I had the funeral. Friday I went to go to the gym, so I drove to the gym, and I sat outside the gym for literally like 30 to 45 minutes, literally sat out there procrastinating. And then I was gonna go in the gym, and I decided I just was not in the right mental headspace, so I drove home. And I basically chilled at home all the time. So it's just been one of them ones where I've just not been on it with my training, and my eating isn't the best either. Last week at least, I wasn't tracking my calories like I should have been. I wasn't focusing on eating healthier meals. A lot of meals were takeaways and stuff, because I literally just felt like I couldn't do anything, like I couldn't even bother to cook and things like that. So yeah, it's just all kind of gone to that, if that makes sense. I felt really low and tired, like extremely tired. I'll be tired throughout the whole day, and then when it gets to night time, anxiety decides to kick in, and I'm overthinking everything. I think about so much stuff, I worry about everything, and I can't sleep until, I would say, like a lot of the times it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm having to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning when my alarm is set at 5:50. So I'm getting hardly any sleep. So it's no wonder why I'm so tired, and it just makes things worse, because like obviously when you're tired you can't bother to do anything, you're just bloody tired, you know what I mean? And then it's the same thing every day. Like by the time it gets to bedtime I physically cannot sleep. So yeah, I'm probably, if it carries on then I'll go to the doctors or whatever, but I think it's just like, I feel like it's just a part at the minute, do you know what I mean? Like a little period of time. I do have like Delta sleep aid, so I might just start taking that or whatever so I can focus on my sleep. I saw a quote on Instagram, I shared it, and I think it's such a good quote and I want to share it with you guys. Hold on, I screenshotted it because I just think it's such a good quote. Okay, so the quote says, "It's really comforting to know that all the times I was at my lowest and loneliest in the past, the whole time I had myself in the future and present who had survived those things, looking back with love and tenderness, wishing desperately to offer comfort. I am my own guardian angel, and I can use that knowledge when I'm struggling now, and remember that somewhere there is a version of me that has survived this and is watching me with love and pride and joy in her heart." I just think that that quote just hit for me, and I'm like, that is so true. Like, it just offered me so much comfort, so that's why I'm sharing with you guys, just in case it offers some comfort for you as well. But like, it's so true, because every single time in the past when you've gone through hard times and stuff, you do eventually get through it, and you look back and you're like, you just want to comfort your past self, you know what I mean? So there is a version of me in maybe a week, 2 weeks, a month, do you know what I mean, a couple of months, where I can look back on this and just like, I've already gone through it, and I'm, do you know what I mean? Like, tough times don't last, do you know what I mean? Like, they don't last forever, and I think we just have to remember that it's like a chapter in our life, not like the whole story. It is always just like a small period of time and you just get through it. And what's helping me at the minute is more practicing gratitude. So it is kind of hard to practice it when you are feeling like negative and everything just feels like, oh, do you know what I mean? But I've started to be more grateful and like verbally say things that I'm grateful for. Even like small things like waking up in the morning and having a cup of coffee. I'm grateful for this cup of coffee. I'm grateful for the fact that I can actually wake up in the morning and have a cup of coffee before I start my day, yeah? It's a hard one. It's a catch-22 as well, because when you're feeling like, when your mental health isn't like the best, it's easy to neglect your physical health. Like, it's harder when your mental health isn't good to focus on your physical health and work on your physical health, going and getting your exercise, going and training, eating fruits and vegetables, like eating within your calories, not making yourself like gain loads of weight by overeating. By like it's harder to focus on that stuff because you're not in the best mental state. Like for me, I love training and stuff, but like just feeling so low and negative and not really getting much enjoyment out of it is so hard to just make yourself do it when you just don't feel like it, and you're almost in a negative headspace of where you're like, I don't actually care, like I can't be bothered. It is really hard, but then the thing is like, I genuinely believe your mental health and your physical health are so strongly linked that if one starts like going downhill, if that makes sense, if one starts going downhill, the other will follow. Because like with my mental health, because it hasn't been the best, my physical health is probably going lower, do you know what I mean, like going downhill, because it just impacts it, because you start to neglect your physical health. But if you begin to neglect your physical health, what it does, it will impact your mental health even worse. So I genuinely believe like it's so important that even when I don't feel like going to the gym or I don't feel like doing something, that I do try to make it a priority to still go, because I always do feel better after going. Like obviously from Monday this new week, I've been going to the gym and I've been training, I've been eating better, I've been tracking my calories, and I'm already feeling so much better. So that's obviously why I'm making this video. But yeah, it's so important that you work on both and don't like neglect another. Like, don't neglect your mental health while you're working on your physical health, and don't neglect your physical health while you're working on mental health. They're both like just as important, like equally important. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's what I'm doing. I've made it a priority to go and train, because I know I feel better when I'm training, and if I can't get through the whole workout, I'll at least do half of it, and I still feel better than if I just don't go and I sit on the sofa all day. Like that's fine to do it sometimes, like having a rest day here and there is completely fine, but it's when it gets into like you just feel like you're stuck in it, do you know what I mean? Like you're just not progressing, you're not going, you're not carrying on with your normal routine, and you just let yourself like not do anything, do you know what I mean? You just end up like staying in a negative mindset. And I always think like it's okay to feel like not okay sometimes, you know what I mean? It's okay, but try not to dwell on it for too long, because it just like spirals into negative thinking patterns and stuff. So yeah, by practicing gratitude, I feel like it really helps me come out of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful for so much stuff, and I just like to write a list of everything I'm grateful for, and it just makes me feel better, and it makes me feel a lot more positive and not as negative. It's normal to feel like low sometimes, you know what I mean? It's just a natural part of life, and you're not always going to be motivated to do things, and it's okay, do you know what I mean? But just try your best. That's what all I'm trying to do, is just try my best. And where I'm at right now, I feel like it's understandable that I feel like quite low, so I'm not like concerned, do you know what I mean? Like, I just know this is just normal part of like the chapter in my life right now. Is just a bit, you know. But I had a reading done, and apparently March it will pick up, so bring on March. It's not all negative though. I was going to keep this to myself, but I feel like it's positive news and I want to share it with everyone. So basically, you know, me and like Rashan, we split up and stuff. We split up for a few months now, and the reason why I'm sharing it is because I've been getting so much like comments or messages and stuff. One major one has been asking if my weight loss contributed to us like breaking up or splitting up, which I don't think it did at all. It was definitely not like a main reason, but the only way I would say it could have had a bit of an impact is where my interests have changed from when we first met, and I've grown a lot. Do you know what I mean? So with me going to the gym a lot and eating healthier, and I don't know, like going on a lot more walks, like without him, if that makes sense. Maybe that like made us drift apart a bit, because that was the main reason why we split up. It was just that we felt like we'd drifted apart, and we didn't feel close anymore. But the good news is that with our separation and him moving out, that space allowed us to like miss each other, and we were still friends, if that makes sense. We still had a friendship, and he would come over and see the kids, and we kind of, you know, I'd see him about, and then like we would flirt a little bit. We got to flirt again, and where he wasn't living here, I got to miss him, he got to miss me, and we were like texting and stuff like that. And at the minute we are currently dating, and yeah, we've been like on a few dates and stuff, and I feel like we are in the honeymoon stage of like when you first meet and then you're like in that honeymoon period or whatever. I just wanted to share it with you guys because that is one very positive thing in my life right now. And yeah, so we're basically getting back together, and we're going to be going out on the weekend on a nice date. So yeah, that's something that I'm looking forward to. But yeah, sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder, and especially when you've been with someone for like 13 years, you know, things happen and you grow apart a bit. It's just figuring out whether it's worth working on, whether you two still love each other, and where to go from there. And I feel like the breakup we needed was to realise that and kind of get that spark back. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. A bit negative, but also a bit positive, yeah. Silver linings and all that. I feel like 2023 has just been, it had so many promises, and like January has been rubbish. January is always rubbish. January is the most rubbish month ever. And in February it's getting a bit better now. Right, but yeah, I have got my nan's funeral tomorrow because she passed away a few weeks after my dad. So yeah, that's just, you know, no surprise I'm not feeling the happiest. But yeah, we'll get to rest her tomorrow, and yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go now, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.